Hey everyone, I don't often look in depth at Bibles, but this one's kind of interesting. I bought it probably a month ago, and it is called the Quest Study Bible. It is in the NIV translation. I guess why I'm sharing this is I think I found a Bible that is very helpful answering a lot of questions. And funny that it's called Quest. I guess that's the first half of the word question. So let's just take a look at the back. I just want to give some disclosure. I've already used this Bible lightly, but I still wanted to show you what it looks like in the box and what you can expect. And so here's some of its features. And this is probably the biggest one, which fittingly they start off with over 7,000 insightful notes arranged in a unique Q&A format. So of course, anyone reading the Bible, they're going to have questions. And to think that there's 7,000 notes, that I'm taking this as they're answering 7,000 questions. And they have nearly 350 articles, investigate the most asked questions about the Bible. I think that's why I'm sharing this Bible, because I find this to be really intriguing, especially from an apologetic standpoint. Cost about $74.99 American. It's black leather soft, so I'm not going to waste any more time. This is what the box looks like, and when you open it, this is what you can expect. So it's lightly used. I just wanted to show you what you can expect. Put the box aside here, and you have a presented page if you want to give this to anyone. Very thin pages of what you would expect from a lot of Bibles. Zondervan seems to be behind this. Right away, you got your contents page, and then here's the alphabetical version of the books. And wow, they even have an abbreviations, so that's helpful as well. And here's our introduction page. The original NIV Quest Study Bible was conceived in 1989. Interesting. So readers found the original NIV Quest Study Bible so helpful that the editors at Christian Today and Zondervan decided to work together once more to update its content. And I guess an updated one was 2003. So this has been going on for a while, and I had no idea. And this is helpful here. They really break down what to expect, and that's very helpful. They provide screenshots of this. So timelines and maps, side column notes. This is going to be very popular, the side column notes. And that's sort of what I want to focus on with this Bible and what I wanted to share with you. So you have your acknowledgments, you have your contributors, which is a ton of names. Wow. And you have reading plans. You even have an overview of the Bible, a summary of the Old Testament. Wow. I mean, this is sort of why I wanted to share this Bible with you guys. I don't often look at Bibles in this format. I'm not suggesting this is the end-all, be-all Bible, like you need to get this. I do find this type of Bible, from what I've experienced so far in the month that I've had it, very helpful, and maybe you guys will find it helpful too. So here we are, Genesis. Of course, they're not doing anything different that other Bibles haven't done. They have an introduction. Kind of interesting though, I don't think many Bibles do this. Why even read this book? That's interesting. I don't think Bibles tackle that question. They usually tackle who wrote this and when, what period. I think some even say why it was written, to whom it was written, what to look for in Genesis. I don't think Bibles even tackle that as often, so that's pretty helpful. And they even have a little helpful timeline at the bottom when these things happened. Usually we're so used to seeing maps at the end of the Bible. Pretty awesome that they're doing this within the Bible, within the chapters. But this is what's the biggest selling point of this Bible, of this Quest Study Bible, are these side margins here. And this is what I think are the 7,000 questions that it attempts to answer throughout the whole Bible. And these are common questions that many believers and skeptics have. Did God create dinosaurs at this time? Yeah, some people would have that question. And here's what they say. It is plausible that God could have made them on the 5th or 6th day. The Bible doesn't specifically mention dinosaurs, though it may refer to them using terms such as monster, dragon, or behemoth. So there you have it. And throughout all these pages, you have all of these questions. And to me, this is the biggest selling point of this Bible, which I find extremely helpful. And this is why I wanted to share this with you. But not only that, this is pretty helpful too. I know some Bibles have done this where they have mini articles. I imagine this is part of their tally of 7,000, a little bit more expanded answers of these questions. What can I learn from a list of names? And they have it here. They don't have it in every page, but they're definitely sprinkled in every second or third page. How widespread was the flood? And again, another map. And then even mini maps within. And then, of course, to compensate for all the space used up for these margins, you just have a one column on the left and one column on the right, and that's it. They say that the print is comfort print. I don't exactly know what the size is, but I would say this is a comfortable print size. I don't think this is too hard on the eyes at all. Yeah, as you can see here, you can even see the blue tinge of side blue margins of just answering questions. So I'm just flipping through here rapidly now, and yeah, it's on the left and the right margins. So I just think from a skeptic point of view and even an apologetics point of view, I know I have the Apologetics Study Bible, and I've taken a look at that one too. There's many things helpful about this one. It's funny, this Bible does not brand itself as an apologetic study Bible, but I will say this, I'm not claiming that this is better than the Apologetic Study Bible, but to have 7,000 of these questions answered is just incredible. I would lump this in as a Bible that I think apologists, aspiring apologists, would want to possibly embrace or invest in. Not saying it's better, but there is a very unique selling point here of this, so I'm very glad I invested in this Bible. I don't know if I'm going to go to this one or the Apologetics one under the CSB translation, but I think what I see myself doing is actually bouncing between the two now. I think if I can't find a certain answer in one, I'll go to the other and vice versa. So that's really all I wanted to share, is just the margins. And of course it comes with these two satin ribbons, which most Bibles do. And of course the top 100 most asked. I'm getting the impression within the 7,000 that there's 100 of these kind of articles sprinkled in. I could be wrong, but for someone that has nothing but questions, this is a Bible worth exploring. So I just wanted to give you guys an inside, hands-on look of this and what you can expect. And let's just get to the end here. We have table of weights and measures. Yeah, most Bibles do that. Prayers from the Bible. Not sure if Bibles do this. I don't think I've seen that before. That's pretty unique. Perspectives from the Bible. Promises from the Bible. Acknowledgements index. Index to subjects. Has an incredible amount of information. Index to in-text maps. All I gotta say is we've come a long way the way Bibles are made now. I would argue we're spoiled with the ability we have now to study the Bible of great lengths. We have a dictionary, concordance. It just keeps going. Index to color maps, which I think are these ones at the end here, which most Bibles have, so this isn't anything special. They definitely deliver in this Bible a lot of colored maps. Oh, wow. And there you have it. We are at the end. This is, I guess, from what I see here, it says leather soft, this cover, and definitely feels like that. Here's the spine. Quest Study Bible. Just an incredible Bible that I've come across, and For the $75 American I paid for this, it's worth beyond that. It's a lay flat, and as I mentioned earlier, the exclusive, easy to read, comfort print, new international version, and a bestseller, over 1 million copies sold. So there you have it, Quest Study Bible. I highly recommend for aspiring apologists. If you already have the CSB Apologetics Study Bible, that is totally fine, but you may serve yourself well by adding this extra Bible to your catalog.